sorry for the delay. Basically woke up at 7 a.m. and was like, okay, so it's starting soon. And then it took me a bit of time to get set up. For those who don't know, Potages is a Digimon anime podcast. We normally have 4 hosts, and we normally cover the dub of the anime, but I know some Japanese. Some, not a ton. So I will be missing some meaning here. But I know enough to play games and figure out what's going on. And this is my first attempt at loading a Japanese PSN game onto PS4, but it seems to be going fine now. I was hoping that it went well, and it seems to be going pretty well. I am stalling while I load the chat, just to, I don't think anyone's in there right now. It is an awkward time of day for all this, but I'm loading it in case people trickle in. I think this is going to be kind of more like an archive than it's going to be a hangout, because so I'm on the west coast of California, west coast of US, California, and it's 7:45 a.m. It's pretty early. Maybe some people like the East Coast, other countries might be able to join while they're at work or something. So we have a couple people trickling in. But yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting preview of the game. I won't be able to avoid spoilers. I'm not going to cut out story content. At least right now, there's going to be a, let's see what's going on. Let's see how it is. Hi Tokujo, hi Kinston-san in the chat. I think without further ado, we're gonna get started. I wish I could show you some of the other stuff that came with the download. There's a pretty cool PS4 theme, but I think as soon as I leave the game, it'll basically cut out the video in the stream. So I can't really do that, but it looks pretty cool. And I assume it's in the English version. I haven't really looked into that too much. I didn't know it existed until I tried to download the game, and I couldn't pre-download the actual game, but I could pre-download the theme, and that triggered a pre-download the game. Anyway, let's go. Hitting start. Hitting. I can't. Oh, the hitting start doesn't do anything, and that's because in Japanese games, circle is go, X is cancel. I was like, not doing anything, it's because I was hitting square X. Ooh, Mirai. Okay, that's a weird way to start. Hi, Consumer Rocks in the chat. So I wish I could, translate live for people watching and listening who don't know any Japanese, but I basically am struggling to... I understood a couple words in there, more than a couple, but I did not understand every bit of it. So this is bringing back some memories, but I guess this game includes Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory. I didn't realize it included Cyber Sleuth. All I can make out what she was saying was that there are 2 stories. Choose your story. So that's interesting. But we're playing Hacker's Memory. Hacker's Memory story start. Yes. Option. Should I change options? Yeah, I might as well see what they look like. Background music, sound effects, voice, mini map, sure, display. Digimon should walk with you. Yes. Battle performance, normal or short? Normal. Digimon voice on, yes. Such a weird, why voice in English there? I guess voice in English there too. Battle difficulty, normal or hard? Oh, I think normal, just because I'm already going to be struggling with the language. And then I guess this is return to default, and this is go. So let's go. I didn't change anything, so I don't know why you don't need to confirm. So this makes sense why you're interfacing with Mirai, because it's a meta thing. You're choosing which game. That makes sense. Watashi no kyoku. It's my memories. Important memories. I was happy, sad, something. Oh, it's going too fast. Okay. Those memories, some things I made. Not just me. Parents, siblings, friends, important people, everyone. Lots of important memories. Everyone's memories gathering. World make? No, I'm just randomly guessing a kanji. Not randomly guessing. I cannot read. I definitely cannot read that fast. And translate and say, it's our memories. Our story. Something, our story. Present. Space. Enjoy chat! Oh, I think this is basically how Cybersleuth started off. Being in a random chat room that never really shown again. Saying in the chat was asking if I finished the World Knights boss challenges. I did not. I was hoping to do that before this launch, but then I realized did not have enough time. I might keep doing those before the English release of this game, but I realized it ultimately doesn't matter, those challenges. So I shouldn't beat myself up and force myself into playing them before this launches. Hello world! Countryman asks, "So Jeff, I hear you like the Disgaea series." I do like Disgaea. I haven't played too many of them though. I really like Disgaea 2, back on PS2. I've been playing the one on Switch. I can't remember the name. 5, I think. I really like it, but I haven't. It's so much time. I kind of philosophically hate the philosophy that there's endless amount of stuff to do, but I still enjoy it despite that. Okay. I got security levels, skills, Digimon programs, hackers that use Digimon can go anywhere, I think. New World Order. Something about... I'm basically just getting a couple words here and there. Freedom of hacking. It's my hacking business! Okay. Fedia? What? That's what I was thinking about. In the opposite, something. Oh, I can't even. That kanji, this font. Oh god. Something about leader. Oh god, I can't. They're saying stuff. This part will make sense in English. My Japanese skills are not good enough to read that really bad font. Dragon Book? So the dragon guy is... His name says Dragon Book. No, devil guy, I can't read the name right now because it's hidden. Something about account protection. Justice. I think they're referring to the dragon guy's leader. Oh, they're saying there's a new person? What is... Hey. So I'm assuming these people are the friends of the main character who have been shown in some of the promotional art stuff. I'm like, are they showing, is the new person is the main character? That part of Cybersleuth with the chat, like, was the weirdest. Like, it didn't connect to the start. It connected. It was how they all met, but it did not make sense that they would actually be in that chat together. Oh, that word I didn't like. Why is it saying foodie and hoodie? It's the name of this net cafe. Manga references. I'm saying he's not a hero. Blah blah blah. Hero ga nai. There's a dream of him becoming a hero? And he says, this is my story. Oh, nice fake drop there. Nice fake out. I like the inclusion of a place where they actually die from in a cafe. Shujinko? That means hero. This is the hero, our protagonist. I need to enter his name. Yes, his name is Keisuke. Oh yeah, Kancho may be surprised that Keisuke isn't silent. That's yeah, I think we were knowing that was going to be the case because he's going to have some personality. Unlike, like in some of the promotional stuff or interviews, they've described like, okay, he's more, he's less like heroic, less world-saving than the protagonist of Cyber Sleuth. But I'm like, the protagonist is silent. They just stand there and don't say anything. Like they're not heroic. Okay. They're in Cologne. Hacker people are gathering in Eden. It's an area where people gather, where hackers in Eden gather. Digivice. Tok. I assume that means like noise. What they have to do. Can you hear this voice? Yes, I can hear. Chitose. I think Chitose is the name of one of his friends. He's joined the call yet. Erika! Erika's the best. Although, in the promotional artwork, she's displayed very frustratingly. She's a Wormmon. Sorry, spoiler. Kinsta mentions that it's still kind of sucks you can't choose gender like in Cyber Sleuth. And Kancho Mayrock says, come on, there's tons of games you can't do that. I don't know. I accept it once, you know, like the character is integrated into the story. It's not like it would have been impossible to integrate a character that could fit both genders in the story, but I like that, you know, like they're canonically a character, and I accept that more than games where like they're silent and you still can't choose. Yeah, this is I'm hoping it's going to be more of a character-driven story. Not that I will understand most of that in Japanese, but there was a name there and I missed it. Something Yoshi. Something about account guards. So they have a client. It's katakana, easy to understand. I know from the manga. Stuck on someone who couldn't log into Eden account. In the manga, the main character does like, I forget what word they use, but like basically hired to solve things. So it might be their way around, like, oh, you're not actually a cyber sleuth anymore, but like you're still kind of hired to do. I think they call it like I think the translation, I forget what the Japanese term was, but I think it translates to like odd jobs person. So there might be a similar kind of like, maybe not cases, but jobs. And I think that's what they're talking about. They've been hired for some kind of job. Hachidori? Ch1.
聞いて驚け。このマルウェアは至近距離に近づくだけで対象のデジバイスを一時的にハッキングできるんだ。
One of the things I struggle the most with in Japanese is when there are words, especially bad in things like where they've, the names are used. When there are words and I'm like, what does this word mean? What does this word? Oh, it's a name. I spent a while looking up and it's a name. Especially bad when it's like complex kanji. I'm like, these kanji, there's no word that fits together. Oh, it's a name. I get it. So Hachidori, I don't know what that means. It might just be a name. I think it feels like the kind of thing. It's like a name that means something. Something about gathering information. So I think what's going on here is they're testing Keisuke. I mean that the last couple lines were about a test, and he just did a little fist thing. Underclone hacker, and I don't know that kanji. Gather information, suspicion, find. And keep referring as a shigoto, means job. It's telling me how to save. Yeah, pretty sure that's self-explanatory. Back alley hackers. Oh, interesting. The trophy names are localized in English because of my PS4 system language English. Worrying hacker. He's saying you need to have restoring items. Hey Rachel. Yeah, Kanchomi Rock says that even Takumi wasn't so much of a detective as an errand boy. I was thinking about this during the because I recently did the mission with Terriermon, where you're it's like I forget what you end up fighting, but it was one of the last missions that was added, so I still hadn't done it in my save file. And you end up like as Terriermon, you fight a battle. Before you fight the battle, you like the case you're trying to solve is so stupid. It's like someone runs out in the bill from a restaurant and you're trying to figure out who it was, and you have to like listen to the testimonies of the 4 people and see which one contradicts the other 3. And it was actually a pretty tough logical challenge to figure out which testimony contradicts the other 3. But as soon as you pick it, like, first of all, like, I don't think picking it out actually affects the gameplay, because I think Terriermon just corrects you if you get it wrong. And as soon as you pinpoint the one, then like the owner, the husband of the person at the restaurant comes back and is like, yes, it was you. And so it's like it's like that felt like maybe the most like detective-y the game ever got. And it's still like gameplay wise it can't matter, because the game isn't ultimately gonna make you fail if you if you don't do the right detective work. So it's like, yes, cyber sleuth, but you're really just an errand boy. Blah blah blah, markers, blah 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 blah, hackers, blah 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 blah. You have exclamation points. I forgot to talk to you. I wish I knew what that kanji meant. the second kanji, it's before the question mark, the second one means like congratulations. I don't know what the first one means. I should know that one. It's pretty basic. Looks pretty basic at least. It must not be that common. Oh, so I see. So this isn't actually the same location as Kulon. It's under Kulon. So it's, you know, a new map from Cyber Sleuth. But like you're adjacent. I figure if you kind of, I mean, if I were just playing on my own, I'd be reading all this in depth and maybe even looking at words and stuff. But I figure it's not the most fun for a stream. So there'll be a lot. I look like a fool for skipping past here or whatever. So I guess what I was supposed to actually doing was listening to everyone, because it's saying, oh, I listened to everyone. Gonna assume I keep going this way. Oh yeah, Kanchama Rock says, yeah, I mean, Locomon. Yeah, I forgot. The Digimon you end up fighting is Locomon, because they run away. People from the restaurant run away and then end up in the subway, and then you chase them at the end of the subway, and then they have a ground Locomon, whatever. Oh, I wish I knew that kanji. Okay, I'm just gonna hold on 1 second while I look at that. That kanji means, the first kanji means intention. Together, that is not a word. Okay, I guess it's a name. I guess I'm looking for a person. The first kanji is pronounced kokoroza. Interesting. No, it also is she. Yeah. Oh, it's in like ishi, meaning will. Should know that word. Kokorozashi. But I assume it's just a name. Hello, bunny mask girl. Jude. Oh, Jude. The name of Arata's hacker thing. What is she saying about that? Oh, she's saying after Jude, so Legend. I assume it's another hacker group. I'm a little bit confused why people are mentioning the name of the cafe he's coming from. And like, she mentioned Hudie. Like, something, that information isn't Hudie. I'm like, what is, how does the name of the cafe that he's logging in from affect this? White girl? What? So he's saying that people have like seen the ghost of a white girl, but it definitely says shoujo, but I'm like, I only remember them referring to that ghost as white boy in Cyber Sleuth. But then, okay, never mind. He says, maybe I'm confused, maybe it's shonen, just boy. And he's like, oh no, it's a boy, it's a girl. Surprise, it's kind of both? Not really. I assume people here don't really mind Cyber Sleuth spoilers, but it's a boy. Using a avatar. Blah blah blah. It's very possible what I'm supposed to be doing here is something like detective work, figuring out something from all these dialogue things, and that I'm just missing it. Something goggles. Oh yeah, I guess he is wearing goggles because they're Digivice. Blah blah, Digivice. Blah. Oh, she's look cute. They're cool. She's saying she likes a PC type goggles, like PC type Digivice. should spend less time struggling to read Japanese and get to the exciting stuff. Okay. I didn't read what you said, but I assume it's something like, go to that guy. So that said something about not going down that road. I assume that guy that was pointed out by that little camera change will have a new exclamation point. I think this song is new. That area, I remember getting just as tripped up by this locations in Sleuth. I don't think there was a connection there. Oh, there was. There totally was. Just didn't, because the camera's here and you're like, okay, I've explored this. Nope, there you can keep going into the camera. Things like that that makes it clear this is definitely a Vita game. I think this game is, or Sleuth was really expensive for a Vita game, for a PS4 game. What's made for Vita? What? Malware. Okay, malware. Should I like something the malware? Take on the malware? Sure. I assume that's the point of what I'm doing. Malware, blah 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 blah. Loading malware. Something. Come on. Exciting stuff happened. Oh, I wasn't looking, so I didn't actually hear and match up how they're pronouncing the kanji. I assume it's Shiga, but does not sound right. Oh, he has no Jogapi. So it still looks like he doesn't talk that much. Like that was definitely this definitely feels like a silent protagonist interaction here. He just kind of like dots, and the other people are like, "Oh yes, you told me something." Still got 30 seconds. We're still got location information. And then something about the center area, the most center. And then he said something about 2 people is enough. They called her a baka for not cutting off the stream. And then Cheetah says on the left, and he's like, "Oh, seems like it'll be interesting if you join." Aww, he's like anticipating future new member, which is me. And then the main guy's like, "Let's wait until then." What does this word mean? Whatever. I think I'm supposed to be catching whatever it is. Something about protecting an account? So I guess we're investigating is someone who can't log in. And they're suspecting that something up the login protections have been hacked. Maybe it's that, I can't remember, maybe KSK doesn't have voice dialogue, but has written dialogue. XXX Miss in the chat says, Takumi/Amy from Cybersleuth better than this guy. Yeah, I think in terms of design I find them, I mean, I have lots of issues with Amy's design. But, yeah, I think they were more interesting, but I'm excited to see, you know, this character actually be integrated into plot and not just be a random avatar that is there for plot. Like the stuff that feels the most egregious about Takumi and Amy in Cybersleuth is that they're like one of these like 5 destined children, and I'm like, you're barely tangential to this experience. I wonder if I went back and played something like Chrono Trigger now, if I'd be as bothered by that. I don't think so. I think Chrono Trigger is like, I think Chrono and Chrono Trigger is like iconic to the whole game and everything. And even if he doesn't talk, I feel like, I don't know. I guess everyone in Cybersleuth is like centering around you too, but skimming. So K is mysterious, presumably bad guy. He was in like a trailer. Oh, it is Shiga. Okay. Shiga Yoji, that's a name. If I'd seen it, if I'd remembered that it was along with Yoji, I would... Yeah. So I think Kay is saying that he can return the account. He's saying he's a protector of Eden? I was thinking about trusting someone, but... I just missed how far we are. We're really not too far, because I struggle with Japanese. I should probably learn to just skim more and skip past things I don't understand. So I'm assuming this is the client and the account trying to recover, and you're pointing back to them. And they're like, let me join too. Let me cooperate. Let me help. And they're saying like, I know about Kulon hackers. And they're saying they've seen the black market. Yami market. Yami! Eternal darkness. They're saying that lots of hackers gather at the black market, exchange information. Okay, I guess it isn't the person. I was thinking that Shiga Yoji was the client, but then they're like, this Shiga, so I guess that's not what's going on. Oh, look at his little happy face. Oh. Kinston in the chat's asking if anyone has any theories on who K is. It'd be interesting if there's someone from Hacker's Memory. Or from Cybersleuth. Kind of hope the story stands on its own, though. Test believing oneself. Blah 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 blah. I think what's been set up here is that like Kay offered him something and he's like, okay, I'm suspicious of this, let me trust the hacker friends instead, but I'm not, definitely not certain about that. Yami Maketo. So the manga, I tweeted kind of like reactions to the manga, but I guess I didn't want to really explain what happened. In the manga, it's like Keisuke is going around with a team of 3 Digimon he got from the market. He saved them from the market. I think ends up like taking down someone who's been trafficking Digimon or something. I forget. And then those three people who have been on the chat come and like, we're your friends, and they help save him out of a fight or something. It's definitely a like, I don't know, not a great story. It was like a quick tie-in chapter, not a compelling story on its own. I don't know why, like. Talking to NPCs like this is fine when you can really quickly skim, but it takes me like a long time to read any of this stuff. See, if I weren't doing this on stream, I would have taken me like 4 hours to get to this point because I'd be reading every line. Since this is a person exclamation point, I feel like I should at least. So I think they're saying this is like the person where you buy stuff from this black market, the hacker who you buy stuff from. I feel like I should at least try to understand some of what he's saying. I don't know what he said there. Christopher asks if anyone knows if the English version is getting a dub. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if we have official confirmation or anything, but I think it's safe to assume no. I mean, if Cybersuit didn't. I mean, this is, getting released earlier. So in some way, they are prioritizing it more, but I really doubt it. Anyway, taking the same approach to the Cybersuit. I'm really curious to see the location, the localization quality, because the localization quality of Cybersuit was very iffy. Hoping this has a higher bar. Is this the first time at the market? Yep, it is. You know this is evil because Immon's in a cage. That definitely means evil. He's like, what do you buy here? Obviously Digimon. What do you think? So it's interesting the black market's kind of being positioned as like the alternative to, like, the way you get introduced to Digimon and Cyber Sleuth is with some mysterious person giving you the Digimon capture program and it kind of being sprung on you, like kind of being like, even Aratus was his backstory supposed to be he was a hacker, didn't know about Digimon, and then was kind of crushed when Digimon hacking started getting introduced. And then you kind of just randomly, because Suedo forces the Digimon capture program on you, you get Digimon. And I guess this is the black market's providing an alternative a way for them to get Digimon. Because I forget if there's actually a story explanation given in Cybersleuth for how people get the Digimon capture program and the ability to get Digimon, unless Suedo's randomly giving it to you through a story, through a cutscene. So maybe the black market's kind of supposed to be the plausible explanation for how everyone in Cybersleuth, all the hackers had Digimon in the first place.
そんなことも知らないで来たってことは、お前新米だな。多いんだよな。そういや最近デジモンキャプチャーをばらまいているハッカーがいるって噂を聞いたな。
Oh, he just mentioned Digimon capture program, so. Digimon monsters, Digimon... Why am I... I guess this is just asking about Digimon monsters or Digimon capture.
そこからかよ。まったく仕方ねえな。
Oh, so some questions in the chat. Starter Digimon in a cage. I don't think Digimon starter Digimon though, because the starters and people asking me the starters are, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's Betamon, Tendamon, and Gotsumon. Kins in the chat mentioned those. I don't see those. Oh, maybe Betamon's corner there. Yeah. Starter Digimon in Cyber Sleuth meant so little.
デジタルモンスター、通称デジモン。俺たちハッカーが扱うハッキングプログラムだ。
He's explaining Digimon are
誰が作ったんだ。
hacking programs.
何年か前からこいつらがエデンに現れるようになった。
They started appearing in Eden a couple years ago.
ハッキングツールとして利用してるってわけだ。
They can be used in hacking tools to capture them.
高く売れるから、こうして商売にもなるってわけさ。一世代前のハッカーはデジモンを使わず独自のツールでハッキングしていたらしいが、今時そんなめんどくさいことをするやつはただの物好きだけさ。
Keep still hitting
デ
X.
ジモンキャプチャーっていうのは、まあ簡単に言えばデジモンを手に入れるための便利なツールってところだ。
So you're saying Digimon capture is like a useful tool to get Digimon? Maybe it's not the only. Maybe
デジモンプログラムを見つけたら、まずはスキャンで解析データを手に入れる。
it's the thing that lets you scan them and then
キャプチャ
yeah.
ーは無制限にこの機能が使用可能だ。だがこれだけじゃデジモンは使えねえ。
You can probably observed by this point that the majority of the words I understand confidently are just things that are written in katakana and are English loan words, like scan.
手に入れた解析データをコンバートする必要がある。コンバートで
I don't know how you can convert them, which is yeah, mechanics we're familiar with Cyber Sleuth.
初めてデジモンを使うことができるようになるってわけだ。間違えるなよ。コンバートを実行する機能はデジモンキャプチャーにはその技術はハッカーが自分自身で編み出す必要が。でけえチームはハッカーの暴走を抑制するためにこの技術が広がるのを制限してんのさ。ま、てめえでできなきゃどっかのハッカーチームにでも入って教えを込んだな。さてこんだけ教えてやったんだ。当然何か買っていってくれるんだろう。
He's like, what did you come here to buy? I think he's like, okay, this person probably knows about Shiga. He's saying maybe I should buy something so I can get information.
で、お前ふざけてんのか。それじゃ一体だって買えねえよ。
Oh, there they are. Cowering in the corner of a cage. There's our Digimon.
それは廃棄品だ。売り物じゃないぜ。長いこと買い手が。
I'm saying these ones are these aren't merchandise.
容量がもったいないから。
These aren't things for sale.
ま、新米にはお似合いかもな。あんなんでいいならさっきの値段で一匹くらい売ってやるぜ。
I don't know what. Okay, so I need to choose a Digimon. I think this would happen in Cyber Sleuth too. They're described. Tosaka? Maybe that means like rock? Tosaka is a... Am I reading that right? Is a crest? A cockscomb? What? What's a cockscomb? What is that English word? What's a cockscomb? What? Like it's like a bird? Oh, maybe it's referring to the thing that the kind of hair thing that Betamon has. So and then there's this is like insect-like, which is Tentomon. This is rock-like. I should have just looked at these two, and then by process of elimination, this obviously would have been Betamon. Not that this really matters. Okay, stream. Who should I get? People have been saying what they want. People want Tentomon, Betamon, Tentomon. Tentomon just seems too obvious. You know, he's basically like a star. He's an adventure cast member. It's a mohawk. That's the word I was looking for, Tokujo. Thank you. I was like, what is the name of that hairstyle? It's not mullet. Oh God. I guess that, yeah, okay. Finally with Gotsumon. Bitches. Aw, leaving them behind.
じゃ、デジモンキャプチャーを出しな。落としてやるからよ。
In the manga, he has all 3 of them.
なんだ
Which, of course, because it's Titan, needs to show all 3 of the Star Digimon for promotional purposes. So it's like something like stop purchasing, stop buying stuff. I think it's saying like, what are the other 2? Because I feel bad, they're all cowering.
お前に言われなきゃなんねんだよ。ここのやり方にケチつける気か？素人が。ちょっと優しくしてやったら調子に乗りやがって。なんだお前。よく見たらデジモンキャプチャー持ってねえじゃねえか。冷やかしかよ。
I don't know why he's reacting so strongly on what's going on. So I'm so curious about this because like you clearly need to choose one. They can't just give you all 3. But the situation they presented where like they're in like a cage cowering in fear, like they can't just let the other 2 go and just be like, oh, meh, they're fine. Don't know what these dialect choices mean.
随分舐めた真似してくれるじゃねえか。頭にきたぜ。ちょっと痛い目見てもらおうか。
I'm thinking it might be possible to just keep pressing them until I get all 3 of them. Nope. 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 Nope.
デジモンも持たずにこんなところまで来た。自分の浅はかさを恨みな。
Okay. Chitose. No, that's Ryuji. This is the leader guy on the right side of the chat. It would be so funny to like throw the whole Star Digimon on its head if it's like you need to choose one of them and you just get all 3 of them later because of a story event. His shirt is so bizarre, but I kind of really dig it. Not the design, not the like the tank toppiness of it, but just the design of the 3 lines. BBQ sauce said Cybergemon. Ugh. At least he's not Rio. Oh, I'm tired from waking up at 7 a.m. But he's gonna make a Digimon capture program. Saying you're a hacker. 解決する方法は一つ。ここでハッカーの縄張りであるこのクーロンでこのやり方が不満な。どうせ何も知らずに紛れ込んだんだろう。逃げても攻めはしねえよ。こいつにも。だが逃げるならデジモンのことどうする。仇にしちゃいい。お前と戦いたいとよ。スキャンもコンバートもしてないプログラムに懐かれるわ。Just explain that you can scan and convert and blah 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 blah. これで手間が省けた。おい、あんた調停役じゃない。数を合わせないと不公平ってもんだ。これで条件は互角だ。始めよう。Christopher saying in the chat, I'm seeing some Mega Digimon kind of evolve further. I don't think that's totally new. I mean, there are some forms like that in Cyber Sleuth, like you know, Omegamon, obviously, Omnimon, but also like Bancho Leomon and Chaos Dramon combining into Dark Dramon combining into Chaosmon, the burst modes, something like that. Okay, start. Why is just the Sue and start bolted in the yellow there? Anyway, time. I assume this is battle. I know how to allies, enemies, guests. Oh, I see the colors. So the blue ring ally, red ring is enemy. Other color that I can't identify because I'm colorblind is guest. Middle battle, command. Yeah. Oh look, they have. Okay, that's convenient that the names are in English primarily and then have katakana below them. So I assume I'm just here to do nothing until Cybermon attacks. Oh. Oh, that's bizarre. Okay. Christopher saying that they saw Machine Digimon digivolve. So that could be bizarre. I was like, why does things not work? And I keep... It's like, while in the middle of, like, don't stop playing, I understand that I need to hit circle. If I pause and then come back every time I try and hit X first time. This is a bizarre scenario. Basically, like, every time Digimon can't kill them. They need me to do the final blow. Because you're important. You're useful, Gotsumon. Yeah, do your little plane. Oh, he's a plane! Oh.
勝負はついたな。ハッカーならバトルの勝敗に従え。
Gotsumon, stop doing the plane right now. We're in the middle of a conversation.
何なんだよお前。おいやめろ。三島っていや。すまないリュウジ。こいつあんたの顔を知らなかったんだ。俺たちマーケットはザクソンやあんたたちと敵対する気はない。
Just the important thing here is that the name drop Zaxxon. Just the name of a Yuko's group.
構わねえよ。俺は水郷で手を貸しただけだ。
It's in like under Zaxxon's protection or something.
お前もだ。今回は手を貸してやったが、よその縄張りを荒らしてしのぎの邪魔をするんじゃねえ。どんなもんであれ、しのぎはしのぎだ。
Oh, Christopher asked if this is the... I'm not sure who they're talking about. I think they're talking about Ryuji for the VA of Karamatsu. So I'm gonna look that up.
それを手前勝手な正義感で荒らすのは野暮ってもんだ。
And nowhere near caught up on Osamatsu-san. I think I only got through like a third of the first season. I really need to catch up.
騒がせて悪かったな。
Been like so little conversation about this second season though. During the first season it was like all anyone talked about the day it came out, and the second season it's like barely, I keep forgetting it was even airing. You come too. Oh my koi. Okay, so I guess they got freed. I just don't get them, because that would mechanically make the whole Star Digimon thing useless. Yes, you're a plane, Gotsumon, we get it, you're a plane! It's like the one character animation they made for him, and he just does it in every opportunity. I still don't know who Shiga-Yoji is. What they're doing? Why they're searching for them? It'd be hilarious playing this in English and be like, "Oh my god, this is not complicated whatsoever." I think you're saying Shiga-Yoji is a great hacker?
国際レベルのサイバーテロの犯罪者ってことだ。片木のガキが一人で諦めるんだな。
Trying to make out what the text says on Ryuji's shirt.
実はな、志賀洋二は俺の獲物でもある。 俺は便利屋だ。ある筋から奴の調査、エーデンのハッカーは志賀のようなクズばかりじゃねえってことだ。お前、俺と一緒に来るか？
Something about, I don't remember what I didn't parse what he said before this, but he was like, "Yeah, do you want to come along with me?"
もちろん実力は見せてもらう。だが、
I can show you
よく考えろ。
my true power.
俺と組むということは。 お前自身もハッカーになるということ。てめえの面に唾を吐いた奴らと同じものにてめえもならなきゃいけねえ。偉そうに言っちゃいるが、ハッカーってのは詰まるところ同じ穴の無地なだからな。もしそこまでの覚悟があるなら、てめえのメンツを潰された俺たちがハッカーチームフーディエが力を貸してやる。
Oh, so like the name of the net cafe is Hoodier, but also it's the name of their hacker team. That makes a lot more sense. That's obviously why they were all talking about Hoodier. Hoodier. It's pronounced Hoodier in Japanese. Blah, blah, yeah, the one command. Choose that. This Ferris wheel is so random. So random. If I had to guess, which is gonna make me look stupid on mic, but if I had to guess at this point, I think what happened is that searching for someone named Shigeyoji was the task he was given as a test, and then Yuji was like, yeah, that's just me. My confidence in that is like minuscule, but if I had to guess at this point, if someone was like, you must tell me what happened in the thing you just played in front of people, that's what I guess happened. I don't want to hear Digimon Battle Basics. I don't know if I can take these guys. Oh, thanks, Aberjamon. Need your help there. Oh, even though he tags as adorable, Gotsumon. Oh, little plane. He thinks he's a plane, but he's a rock. So I'm pretty confused because if I were to guess from like general game design, I would say that it should be going to the other platform, but like I thought the camera kind of pointed here and was like, yep, go here. Can anyone confirm if the song is new? I don't think it was in Cyber Sleuth. I think it's new. I don't know how I feel about it. It's kind of interesting. Also, this is new gameplay aspect. Just flying through Cologne. I mean, I guess mechanically it's the same as those random interstitial areas, it's just they actually made background? They used actual background station before? Uh-oh, look who it is! Ooh, are we gonna see Gotsumon and Agumon before they ran into Arata? No, not Arata. They ran into Nokia? I think I mentioned this on Twitter, but one of the things that makes me so excited about this game is that, like, structurally it's very similar to Majora's Mask in terms of reusing assets and to quickly iterate on a like second story. I don't think it's going to live up to Majora's Mask at all, but also that it's going to be like Back to the Future 2, where it's like revisiting iconic events, putting, you know, like in the trailer there's a scene where you see Keisuke kind of like behind Omegamon during the big moment where these two fuse. Not that big moment actually felt big and fit in the actual Cyber Sleuth story, but anyway, it'll be interesting if you're like integrated into story and seeing things from the background. Okay, so that was Shigeyoji. So my guess that it was just him, that he admitted that it was just him, is wrong. Yep, it's Shiga. Okay. He's saying like, I think he's saying they look pathetic, and then I think he's saying like we should run. Doesn't really follow. Don't know. This is the structure. Not something I understand the nuances of. I feel like I shouldn't say run. I feel like the second one was like, let's fight. Yeah, I have a Digimon with me. Oh, he did say this is your test. So it's possible I'm not supposed to fight with Digimon. Oh, maybe let's say that, like, the first one that said mentioned running was like they should be running. And that it was, I don't know, whatever. Doesn't say it was affecting things. Oh. So Benry is, I think, like a thing that translates to odd jobs shop. Benry just means like useful, and it's like you useful person, odd jobs person who like helps. So as soon as he says Huria, they're like, oh, handyman. That's the word. That's the English word. So I guess Huria is the name of like people. This group, the people that are hired to do odd jobs. Handymen, not a hacker organization. Conchomi Rock says, did I miss something important? No. Because I barely parsed something on in the story. In loose strokes, summary for people who are maybe joining the stream midway. I was basically, I think, given a like test by these three people who were in, not shown just in profile in chat, and they, I think, like go find Shiga Yoji. Did not find him, but found the black market looking for him, and the black market they had the 3-star Digimon, and it chose Gotsumon, and then freed the others, but Ryuji, one of the 3 people from the chat, stepped in to defend me with a Cybertron, and then did find Shiga, and he was like tormenting Gabumon Agumon. Ashley just got out of bed and is walking by, but I think is trying to be quiet. Instead, she just put a cat on the sofa.
Some nonsense Japanese, I don't understand. Who are these people? Who cares?
Guy on the left is the main character. Guy on the right is someone who I spent like half the stream being like, what does this word mean? And then it's actually his name, and I think I was researching for him.
He looks cooler than the main character. Can we play as him instead?
No, he was tormenting Zanen. You know that word.
Zanen desu ne.
He was kind of doing something with Agumon Gabumon. Uh-oh, looks like an eater.
Uh-oh. Spaghettios.
Plop. Ploppy plop. I kind of assumed that in this game there wouldn't be too much Edo drama. That would be like all handled by the cybersuit people, and like this game would be like the internal drama of the hackers, and it would be orthogonal to the eaters. But I guess it makes sense that they, like they can't, in the world of cybersleuth, completely avoid eaters. They are supposed to be an existential threat so big that the human world was attempted to be annihilated. Aw, should we help him? He's like, we need to run, and Casey's like, nope. You're not gonna help? Infamous Tokujo said, Eater, but I barely know her. This is why Tokujo's infamous. Ashley, that guy you liked, I think he just got eaten by an eater. Oh. There were some gruesome noises where that happened. He's calling rich people.
さっきよりさあな、あんなのは俺も初めて見た。デジモンとも何かのマルウェアとも違うようだ。どうも最近の
I think it's not malware. It's
いや、エデン全体が騒がしい。面倒なことが起きてなきゃいいよ。
I'm trying to remember if in Cyber Sleuth or ever as I want to say that was gruesome, but it was off. It was a black screen with just some gruesome noises. It wasn't like explicit on screen or whatever. But I don't remember Cyber Sleuth getting that dark, quote unquote. But I'm pretty sure there were plenty of times. There are multiple times where people got incorporated into eaters, which I don't think in principle is too different from what just happened.
奴が外れならまた次の手がかりを探すまでだ。それとも
I am so tired.
これからはさっきみたいな危険
I
が
might-
毎日のようにつきまとう。
I don't know. I want to get to interesting stuff on the stream, but I also might need to stop and take a nap before going to work. But I definitely will resume the stream after work. I'm excited to get to more stuff.
I'll try to be more present, but I also
な
have
ら
to
いつまでも
I don't know if people can hear you.
するのはやめ
do
ろ。
work.
Yeah, there's stuff need to actually do. Might be some awkward noise while Ashley sweeps the floor. I don't know if that's being picked up.
I'll sweep the floor. Y'all
これからお前は一人じゃない。
know my morning routine now.
See, I was so excited to play this game in Japanese. Now I think about it, I mean, I do want to keep doing it on stream, show the game people, but I realize that
重大点ってところだな。
this is the least ideal it's the least ideal way to play something when I want to understand the Japanese. But I guess it's good to, because one of the problems I have with reading stuff in general in Japanese is that I slow down completely to understand every word, and then it just takes so long. I think it is kind of beneficial to just learn to read faster and pick up what I can, and
店
then
に戻るぞ。
slowly over time get better at what I'm picking up on, instead of taking like 10 hours to read a page of manga.
For once, I agree with Jeffrey.
No, no
Yes.
agreeing. Tokujo says we can't hear Ashley. We don't want to hear her.
Wow, so rude, Joe.
I'm vilifying people in the chat.
I'm the one who gave you the infamous. I made you infamous, Joe.
Tokujo says Ashley shouldn't be on the podcast, and
Are you just making stuff up that Joe said? That's
says
rude.
every podcast should just be Jeff on his own.
Nobody thinks that.
It's true. No one does think that. He's saying we need to return to the shop, and their friends are waiting. So, judging from one thing I don't think I saw from the promotional materials is like if Knockin' on Broadway is going to be an important part of this game. Because on the one hand, I don't see how it isn't. On the other hand, it would be totally like if you are also deeply going in and out of Knockin' on Broadway all the time, and the main characters of Cyber Sleuth are, like, there's no way they wouldn't overlap. So I could see them choosing to be like, okay, this game isn't Knockin' on Broadway. I like this new save interface actually, pretty cool. Why is there like a second Saber's Roost? There's something like, what's this thing on the right that says I was like, what's Saber's Saiba's Arus? It's Saber Sleuth. Yeah, that's weird. So it's giving me like Hacker's Memory save file on the left, Cyber Sleuth save file on the right. BBQ Sauce says, Jeff, please, you be nothing without your co-hosts. That's true.
I know.
Net Cafe. For people who like aren't in the chat live, whatever, Tokujo did not say those things. I don't want to make him more infamous for the millions of people who are listening to this after the fact. This is a pretty representative view of a net cafe. Actually, you haven't actually been in one, right?
In a net cafe?
Yeah.
No.
They're pretty fun.
They're pretty fun.
I didn't actually go into one until my 3rd trip to Japan this past year. It was useful because I got into Tokyo at like 5 a.m. or something and couldn't get into my Airbnb until 4 p.m. And I was super sleepy, so I needed one to sleep in. And then it's basically like this. Like the walls aren't too high. There's generally lots of noise. People are coming in and out. They don't, not no talking, but like people walking around all the time. Erica's been waiting here, called Chitose or something. Ooh, a VIP room. Free drink corner. Cool. One thing I totally did not use in net cafes was the actual... I mean, they're not called... You call it net cafe, but I mean, I think they're more often called manga cafes. I don't know why I kept calling it net cafe.
Well, I haven't been to one of those either, so...
So they're called manga cafes because they have this whole library of manga you can get and read in the thing. Sorry if you're hearing the cat attack cardboard.
My presence has made the cat do all the things.
Yeah, the cat was just peacefully sitting before, and then...
And then I came.
Whoa, this is saying... Zasimbusan? What? What? This is saying it's like foreign comics or manga. But what is Zasimbusan? They wouldn't have any idea what that is? What? But yeah, and also among cafes there's all sorts of stuff you can... They have like food and drinks and stuff, but the manga cafes I went to were like positioned right above convenience. I think it's pretty common, and so I just brought food from the convenience and ate it in the... should I drink coffee? Is Kyoko gonna come in? Oh, that... I guess it's the sound of someone drinking coffee. Did not expect it. Yay, a shop. Imagine going to a manga cafe and they're like, here's a speed attachment E. Okay. Weirdo. Where did Ryuji go? Supposed to leave? No, I'm gonna just go to the VIP room. I'm so distracted. One of the things I read was that sleep deprivation leads to like not being able to know what you're doing, like getting interrupted midstream of thought, and that's totally me. See, actually, look, that's the thing that she's writing in the promotional thing. You missed it. It was her keyboard. She has a Wormmon. I mean, she's the best aside from writing that thing in a weird phallic context. Oh, I think Tokujo is clarifying that the Simbusan is probably maybe Simpsons? I don't know how it's spelled that. I guess maybe it's spelled that way just to avoid copyright violations. This is bizarre. I like how this keeps going endlessly. I think her pillow is named Mimeton. That's all I picked up from this. No, she's mad at me for breaking. This is like, I can get you a new one. That's bad. Sorry, I'm so sorry, I guess. Negotiate reply. I definitely love the style of these characters, like the little cinematics. I think those things also exist in Cyber Sleuth too, though. It's a shame because I feel like this Cyber Sleuth 2 are like have certain elements where they're overflowing with style, and then it like does not impact the rest of the game aesthetic at all whatsoever. Whereas something in Danganronpa, I feel like Danganronpa had similar style throughout, and I assume Persona as well. Only mentioning Persona because so many people compared to Persona. But, I mean, just what I've seen from the Persona 5 battle menu, it's like, yeah, this battle menu, the stuff you interact with throughout the rest of the game, this Cyber Sleuth is not really great stylistically. It's fine. Sigmura-tan, my best friend. This wound can't be healed. Oh, did Pixel meow just now? I don't know what he's doing. He's a brat. He was quiet before. This group of people is weird. See how she looks using the keyboard. Like, she's not. There's nothing about this that is like hating women right now. It's just in the cover art, and in the actual thing that's on the physical thing, it's cut off. But in the
Of course it is.
in the might be even hard to find, but basically in the ad that's on the back of like last month's V-Jump issue, the full thing you see, and she's like riding on that thing such that it like sticks out of her crotch, looking all phallic and weird. And so still looking into Shiga's account. I think they're looking into his account and finding that the eater did something to it. There's an error. Yeah, I guess with the eater eating him, that wasn't his physical body, that was his account. I forgot about that. I feel like Cyber Sleuth is so vague about what's like. At least in this, is like, okay, you're in a net cafe. You're just logging, or a manga cafe. You're just logging in. In Cyber Sleuth, there was so much that happened where you were, like, you as the main character didn't have a physical body, whatever. Your body was weird, and maybe you were actually entering the cyberspace and then entering and coming and going at different places in the world. Oops, I just cut out the video there for a second. Sorry. But the other characters seemed to like do that too. It was bizarre. Hopefully this is still going. The video is back. Let me wait a second. Yep, I think it's back. Okay. Blah blah blah. Okay, I think you're saying I passed. Yeah, welcome to Fudia. Yay. Fudia. Digimon hating women is probably some of the best female characters I know. Having great female characters is not mutually exclusive from showing sexist and even verging on misogynistic tendencies. Because, yeah, I mean, microcosm of this is like people watching Atmon and being like, Eri is like the best character, and it's like, okay, yeah, Eri is a great character, but like the only female character, you know, and it's like, okay, if you show just, it's always limiting to just have one perspective. And I feel like Digimon seasons of the anime have verged in that direction. Started off by having several female characters, and then as they've reduced the cast size, gotten down to like only having one, you know, just having Zoe, just Zoe Sashizumi, just having Yoshi Yoshino, just having whatever characters in Hunters. There's only one female character at a time, and yeah, Atmon. And also the main problem with Cybersleuth designs is just several of the characters are cool characters, but their designs are. I feel like Erica, in the scheme of the female designs in Cybersleuth, is like barely frustrating. Some of the designs in Cybersleuth are like, here's this character, and there's a random shirt that's just open at her boobs, just a boob window. I was not following along. I'll just say what. Gotsumon also clarifies that Cybersleuth made it clear that it can eat your account and eat your consciousness, which, that's gruesome still, but it's not as bad as like crushing your bones, which what sound effects sounded like. Talking about how Zaxxon's led by Yugo.
ザクソンはエデンを荒らすような悪質なハッカーを許さない。ハッキング能力はエデンを守るために使う。俺たちがザクソンから依頼を受けるのも、俺たちはザクソンの下で働く正義。事実、俺たちはエデンの行き過ぎた俺たちの仲間になったからには、お前も悪いことは NG だぜ。ザクソン。その点、こいつ自分のアカウントを奪ったハッカーを追いかけて単身空路に乗り込んじまうくらいだもんね。俺たちのことはこれくらいで十分だろう。あとはおいおい覚えていく。千歳、エリカ、どちらでもいい。
The other thing about Cybersleuth designs, like Kyoko's a great character. No, I mean some of her long ramblings are annoying, but like just the more you look at her design, it's like, oh yeah, she has the shortest shorts that have ever been seen, and like it's. And I think all the female characters in the game, like especially the main character, if you choose the female avatar, like they just like stand with this like weird unrealistic posture that just like juts their boobs out as much as possible. It's just weird stuff like that. It's like, this is frustrating. Yeah. So. Why does everyone wear blue coats in this game? Similar to Errata. It's talking about two birds with one stone in there, I think. I just skipped it. Why would there be in a manga cafe? Why would there be manga of The Simpsons? That doesn't make sense. Don't know what I'm being asked right now. XXX Mist mentions that I thought Dawn and Dusk were good games, even though they had lots of unimportant background characters. And Sayo and Co, I guess when those games were cool designs. I have not played those games. I guess I have heard somewhat mixed things, that Andrew, the podcast co-host, really loves them. So I have been meaning to play them at some point, but... Yeah.
板ってのはチームへの依頼はここにいろんなやつが掲示板に書き込むが依頼は誰が受けてもただし難易度の高い依頼はチームでこなすからなどっから頼まれてんだか知らねえけど自分で言うのもなんだけどクラッキング対策とか防壁お前リュウジに拾われて
So much skimming, so much
依頼を
skimming.
受けているだけでも俺たちはなんでこんなことをしてるかって
I'm not going to get into the full thing here, but Kanchamo in chat raises the point that saying shonen is sexist or misogynist for having few female main characters is like saying Mahou Shoujo, like Sailor Moon, or sexist or misandrous for having almost exclusively female characters, and that is not addressing the full context of the media landscape and the fact that women are often given, like, there's not, if you isolate them on their own, there is not a fair take for the experience that women experience throughout the entire landscape of media. You know, it's like saying, like, if you look at, I mean, it's more apparent with things like race, like, okay, there are so few Indian actors on TV sitcoms, and if you're to look at, like, one show that has, like, all Indian actors and be like, oh, well, this is racist because there aren't any white people. No, because it's like, if it's like the one show that where that happens, that's like, that's a random counterexample I don't think actually exists. I don't think there is such a show. Yeah, no, like, there's a full context to things, and
If you listen to Patages and you don't listen to Shoujo and Tell,
I don't. Some people don't like manga, actually.
okay.
Also,
Some people don't like shoujo manga. I'm looking at one.
I want to read shoujo, but I haven't had time to yet. Ashley's mad at me because I don't read shoujo manga. I've missed what's been going on in his dialogue, but all I know is the case is making a little chicken face right now.
It's okay, like 85% of the dialogue doesn't actually mean anything.
Maybe that's not the case in this game. I'm hoping this game is more story focused. Or more character focused. But yeah, a lot more people are interested in anime than manga anyway. And but it's even much of an anime. Look, on chapter 2 now.
Wow. It said side chapter.
Ooh, new. This totally new interface. Look, Ashley, it's blue.
Wow. It looks so different.
And I would never say that, like, an anime is sexist because it doesn't have that many female characters. That's nowhere. I never would say it that bluntly, or that there's a lot more nuance than that. I would say it is frustrating because there's not much perspective shown. No one is like, show equals sexist, only one character. If there's one character and they're illustrated in a way that makes sexism clear, then yeah. Anyway, it's more like the more female perspectives that are shown, the more depth of character can be shown, and the fact that we are so more likely to show the full range of character traits for male characters versus female characters is endemic. Really obvious in, like, game designs, or, you know, things like the girl character. I mean, Digimon designs are, like, super, like, not talking about, like, human characters, just Digimon. Like, lots of Digimon that are coded female are super explicitly coded female, whereas Digimon that are coded male are just, like, there. Anyway, before I get too far into that, I should, I think, stop the stream for now, and because I need to take a nap before I go to work. I'm so tired. Yeah, but I think I'll be back later in the day, probably around either like 9 Eastern, 9 EST, or 10 EST or so. We can get a couple more hours of this game in. Until then, thanks for hanging out in the chat, everyone. Maybe we'll see some people later. But yeah. Sorry we didn't get further in this story. Maybe I'll find a better balance of like how much I should be actually understanding versus just skimming and getting to stuff. But let us know what you thought. See you later today. Bye. I don't remember how to turn this off. I think I go here. Bye.
Turn it off.
Oh, the problem is that once I leave the game, then the X and circle switches. So, and then this pops up and I can't even see. Does that say stop? Okay, yes it does. The thing that says stop is blocked by a notification that pops up telling you there's no more